Hey guys, it's Mara. I'm back again, and today we're gonna go over some of the worst cosplay mistakes you can possibly make. And if you want to learn more about art, cosplaying, and toy collecting, be sure to hit that subscribe button below, wherever it might be, and ring that bell so you guys won't miss out. So the first cosplay mistake you can make is thinking you can't possibly make a costume because you don't have the skill set to complete it. Whether that be building armor or sewing, maybe you don't have expertise in one of the craft building areas of creating that costume. Do not limit yourself to what cosplays you do because you can't make something. The internet is full of resources. There's websites with forums on how to recreate specific costumes and also how to do specific skill sets. And even if you don't get it right the first time, which probably you won't, just keep at it and keep honing in on learning and practicing that craft, and I'm confident you will get it. If you, for whatever reason, don't want to try it, you can always commission out that specific project for that cosplay. You have a couple options there, but don't just rule out certain cosplays because you think you can't build that costume, because there's always a way. There's always a way. Cosplay mistake number 2. Don't get hung up on screen accurate, perfect details for every cosplay you do. I see this a lot, but I am very guilty of this. And I feel like it's a super amateur cosplay mistake to make, which is totally fine. Personally, I got caught up on trying to recreate the most perfect replica of these costumes because I thought it was a fun challenge. I just really wanted to learn everything about that character, every detail, where all the buttons are, exactly like where the scenes are. Like, I just love to do as close to the character's costume as possible. I found this to slow down my costume building progress quite a bit, just due to the fact of trying to go back, look at the character, make sure it was correct to where I was at in my building. And also it just like started to create a lot of stress on me because I don't like to create one costume at a time. Like, everything I do like not just one of something, I do like 100 of them. So I always have multiple costumes going on at once. And when you're trying to make a perfect replica of every single costume you have going on, it really can wear you down and hold you back from actually producing any costume. So my recommendation for you, if you suffer from this perfectionist syndrome as well, maybe choose 1 to 2 costumes that you are going to make very detailed and screen accurate as possible. But then be sure to allow yourself other costumes that maybe you won't like do all the details on. It's going to be fine, and you'll find that you'll actually be able to produce costumes a lot faster because you're allowing yourself a little bit of room to put your own creativity in and make decisions for that character's costumes on your own and create your own style through it. It's just a lot more rewarding, and it's just being a lot more flexible with yourself, so in turn you're probably going to actually enjoy the process a lot better. Cosplay mistake number 3 is avoiding making cosplay friends due to drama or due to some other reason. I also suffered from this a lot from the beginning because I first just kind of jumped in and started talking to pretty much everybody and anything about cosplay when I first started it. And I quickly found that there was a lot of drama going on with different cosplayers and just kind of a lot of like negativity within the community. So unfortunately, the negativity of the community became my first impression of cosplay. So from then on, I basically didn't talk to any other cosplayers about anything, and just enjoyed the craft for myself and for what it was. While that's all fine, it's also a more enjoyable hobby when you can share what you made with others, and when you get to see what some of your friends have also made. And it's just a lot better when you have like a support team. So I know it's rough out there in the cosplay world, but there are some really great, positive people with like open arms in the community, and you just have to reach out and find those people. I recently decided to kind of break out of my shell and start talking to cosplayers. And one particular cosplayer that I follow on Instagram, her name's Annakapat. I hope I said that correctly. I'll put her links below though. But I was following Annakapat for a while. I loved her work, and speaking of like super screen accurate cosplays, she does an amazing Doctor Strange cosplay. It is like perfect to the T. But I just decided to reach out to her for some tips, and I had some questions, and she messaged me back pretty much right away and was the nicest person about me being such like an amateur noob about cosplaying. And it just, her and a few other people that I reached out to really changed my outlook on the cosplay community. And I think it's just about finding those genuine people that are really loving the craft. So I hope you guys have found these tips helpful and don't make these cosplay mistakes like I did. And even if you have done these mistakes, it's completely fine. Just know we have all done it at some point in our lifetime. And if you want to learn more about cosplaying, start right now by hitting that subscribe icon button below so you won't miss anything. I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you guys next time. Do you guys have any favorite cosplayers that you can recommend me to check out? Because I am on the hunt for making more cosplay friends. So let me know, comments below, or comment your own page. We can be friends. We can talk.